baby account, his account that you created for him. You now go and type in the comments on your own post. You now put, "Oh, mommy, that's so cute." Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about some behaviors that I find really weird that people exhibit on social media. You know, you see some things that people type and you're wondering like, what side of the bed were they when they typed that? And I am shocked and stunned, to say the least, when I see them. I know you guys have not seen me for the past 2 weeks. I'm sorry for being away. Life has been lifing, but I'm here. My name is Susan. If you're new here, welcome. If you're an existing subscriber, welcome. It's good to see you here again. First of all, I have to give you guys a heads up. In this video, I am going to be breaking a lot of tables, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you watching right now, you're on this table or you know somebody on this table. I have to say that there was an entire rant going on within me about these behaviors, and I decided to do a video about it. These are my unpopular opinions about some certain social media behaviors. The first one happens when people are trying to maybe take a break off social media. They're trying to do a social media detox. They do a post for their detox. I'm quitting Instagram, quitting Twitter.
Clap if you care. All right, let's move on.
Why? Why do you need to do that? If you're going for a detox, I think what you need to do is take your phone, go to the app, delete the app. You know what you should do next? Sleep. No need to announce it. And I get that some people do this because maybe they have a huge following and they're trying to, prepare their audience ahead of time. They've had like a consistent content that they've been posting. And so people are already used to it. Like someone like Lai Wasabi, for example. If Lai Wasabi leaves social media, I am going to be wondering what's going on. But it might take me maybe 2 months to notice that he's not on social media, and that's someone that has a huge following. So imagine someone that does not necessarily have a huge following. I don't think that it helps anyone sharing that information or preparing people's minds ahead of time that you are not going to be on social media. If you have close friends that are on social media, I want to believe that they probably have your phone number. This second one is one of the funniest things I've ever, like anytime I think about it, I actually laugh. This is for people that have like social media businesses. Maybe you have a hair business or a clothes business on Instagram, for example. And then you probably have a business page, right, where you post your things about your hair, and that's kind of isolated from your personal page. Like, for example, I have a business. I wake up in the morning, I go to my business page, and then I begin to type, "Oh, happy birthday to our CEO. She's amazing. She's great. She loves us. She's dedicated to her duty. She's committed." Honestly, guys, I do not understand this. And I get that perspective is a thing, right? You want to give people the perspective that you have like a group of people working for you, and so they are the ones talking about you through your business page. But I still find it strange. I don't know why I find it strange. And I think that these are the things that we should be doing away with in 2023. You hear them saying something like, "Oh, she loves us. She's so amazing." She loves who? Where? When? How? Who does she love?
It must be very funny.
The third one that I think is an issue, and please, these are just internal rants that I'm saying out. Please, don't take it personally. And if you take it personally, sorry, I cannot help you. That's your business. But the third one is babies having social media accounts. I think that maybe you should allow the baby to have a mind of its own before having a social media account. Maybe you should let them kind of make the decision, because social media is really public. I know a friend that actually is not, or used to be, because now he's on Instagram, but there was a time he was not on any form of social media. He was not on Instagram, not on Twitter, not on anything, and kind of had a phobia for people trying to get his data. So he tried to stay clear of social media. Now, I think that that's probably an extreme case, but that could be the case for a lot of people, not wanting to be out there in public. I think that babies should probably be of age before having a social media account. There are a lot of reasons why people do this. An online album for their kids, that's understandable. The part that I don't get, please listen to me, is when you, as Toby's mom, created an account for Toby as your child. You post a picture of you guys, maybe hanging out, you go for a picnic, whatever. That's fine. It's all right. You will now go to Toby's baby account, his account that you created for him. You now go and type in the comments on your own post. You now put, "Oh, mommy, that's so cute." Oh, no. Please, I think we need a minute silence for when this happens because I do not understand it. Why are you doing that? Why are you going to comment as your child on your posts? If you do it, please stop it. Having kids, having fun, it is amazing. Share your life with your kids and all. I just find it ridiculous when people go and post as their kids.
Man, what's your business, man?
So the fourth one that I find a bit strange is when people apologize, when they're called out online, when they're trolled online. Now, obviously, nobody's above mistakes. You make a post online, maybe people reach out to you and tell you, hey, that was a bit insensitive, so you decide to take it down. What upsets me is not that. What upsets me is something a bit like a variation of this, right? So the first one is a situation where you probably, and a lot of people do this obviously for attention, for clout and whatnot. You put a post out, you were hoping that it would go in a certain way. Unfortunately for you, it took a totally different turn. People responded totally differently from how you hoped. And then you come out and you have to put out an apology because the way people are receiving the message is not how you hoped it would be. It is coming off wrongly. You're not putting out the apology because you really feel sorry about it. You're really putting out the apology because it didn't go how you want and you still want to look good in the public eye. That's one thing I find really upsetting. The second one that I find more upsetting than the first one is when you come out with your full chest. And a lot of people were doing this like recently. During elections, a lot of people were sharing their honest opinions about some things. And the reality is that not everybody will agree with your point of view about things. People should not bully others because they do not agree with their point of view. And this is one thing I found upsetting. It's that you post something that you have a strong opinion about or you have strong thoughts about based on your experience, based on the things that you've seen around you. And then people come off and you know, the thing about something like this is you would have people that would support the things that you say and you would also have people that don't exactly agree with you. But because you probably have a lot of people not agreeing with you, you now come out and apologize for something that you feel strongly about. Even if your mind is being changed, it should be that you actually logically see the other person's point of view and not just because you are easily swayed or you just want to look good. A lot of celebrities were doing this recently. Put out something they feel strongly about, they put out their opinions about something or a particular situation, and then they see comments, you know, about people saying, oh, that's why we should have done this, or we're unfollowing you, we are doing this, that, and then they come out and they start apologizing. Why are you apologizing? I think that at the end of the day, like, people are entitled to their opinions. People should not be bullied out of a particular, you know, thinking. You can have a dialogue with someone and try to understand their point of view and try to share your own point of view with them, but you should not be trying to harass them into having your point of view, because more often than not it doesn't work. Don't be bullied out of, you know, of your thoughts. Like, something like this happened recently, and I think it was with a coach on a football team, or I can't even remember what the team was, but like, he literally reposted like some part of the Bible, and then at his workplace they talked about how the post was offensive to a certain group of people and whatnot. First of all, nothing about that post was offensive because I looked at it as well, and then he had to come out the next day. Obviously Baba has to survive, he has a family and everything. He probably could not afford to lose his job at the time, so he had to come out and apologize for the post he made about some part of the scripture. But we had to, you know, say he didn't mean it and I think this is something that is very easy because of cancel culture. People are quick to cancel you for sharing, you know, an opinion that is not in line with theirs, and so it becomes a whole thing. This is something I think is a social media behavior that people should stop doing. Now, this last one may come off a bit insensitive, but I promise you that that is not my intention. And it is when couples ask for space when maybe there's a breakup or an issue with the relationship, a divorce, maybe they were engaged and they broke up, you know. I think that most of the time, their publicists are the ones that just put, oh, please, let's try to give these people space and everything. But the reality is that that never really happens. Like, most of the people that hear about this information do not go ahead and say, it's true, they need space, like, let's give them space. I don't mean to be funny or anything, but it's just reality. Especially if people have been invested in the relationship, maybe they've been posting stuff, they've been seeing, pictures and all the good times. There will be some sane people. I believe we still have a lot of sane people on social media, but like there will be some sane people that will, not comment about it or not say anything. But the general public, for the most part, people always have something to say, whether it's good or bad, whatever the situation. People always have something to say. So when the publicist or when the couple says, oh, please give us space at this time, the reality is that never really happens. So that's why I think it is unnecessary. I know people have a lot of thoughts about, your relationship being online. Some people believe that, oh, if you put a relationship online, there's a higher chance it will break. I think that there are so many factors that come to play when it comes to having a relationship online. For example, if you're a public figure versus if you're not a public figure, if you don't really have a thick skin, so to speak, there are so many things that will get to you versus someone that has a thick skin with social media. So there are so many factors that come to play. So I don't think that it's a one size fits all, that everybody should keep their relationship off social media. But the bottom line is that personally, I feel like it depends on what your partner is comfortable with. It depends on what you're comfortable with. It depends on how much of your life you want to share and how much they're comfortable with that. I think just from being with them, you would know. And of course, there are also some things that you also need to ask them, like, hey, are you comfortable with this and that? There are a couple of divorces that have happened recently, and like one in particular that just happened recently, I think with Jeezy and Jinimai. And one of the things that Jeezy pointed out was the cause of the divorce was because of a very public life. So like I mentioned, I think it depends on your partners, but I don't think it's like a one size fits all. Some people enjoy it, some people do not really care. I think it's just about knowing like what applies to you and being honest with yourself, really. Like, are you the kind of person that can deal with people being horrible, saying bad things about you on social media? It doesn't make sense if you know that those things will get to you and you're still there. Maybe don't post things about your personal life there if you know that you don't want to have people's opinions, about your family, about, things that are personal to you. So those are my thoughts about it. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Share in the comments what you think. What are the things that irk you, that gives you the like, why are they doing that on social media? I'm interested to know. I feel like there are so many. These are just the 5 that come to mind. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. My name is Susan. If you're yet to subscribe to the channel, please do. On this channel, I talk about lifestyle topics. I sometimes talk about godly growth. I also talk about thriving in the tech area. If you're interested in things like this, topics like this, please feel free to subscribe, share this video with your friends, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!